Myself, Dr. Surekha Malekar. One question: those who are working in medical colleges, how many labs they can run?
That depends
So
on
they are doing pure.
that depends on the medical college. So medical college, the management of the medical college.
But they give in writing that they are working there for 8 hours.
Correct. Complaint. So it depends again on the medical.
They are taking LPA and they are also practicing. Make a complaint.
If the medical college
They cannot run at least one lab also they cannot run.
DMC मध्ये आहे की गव्हर्नमेंट मध्ये आहे DMC ने काय
They are in MGM Medical College department.
What I am saying again,
Like
what it
this.
depends. It depends on medical college and the medical council of India. For example, if the person is supposed to be working from 9 to 5 over there, if he is in government and government rule is such that he cannot work anywhere outside, then it is totally illegal. If government DMC says you can have one attachment and that too after working hours, and if it can prove that it is there only in those time, then it is legal. Ultimately, it is a matter of that particular. If DY Patil says no, I have no such this thing, and if MGM says that we have no such this thing, then nothing can be done.
But they are spoiling the future of the
Yes.
medical students. No.
We all agree and that's what we are united here. That's what.
Only second.
Yeah.
See, if a patient is having the appendix case, is sent to surgeon. If a woman is having labor pain, is sent to gynecologist. If
Any legal problem, any complaint, send it to Dr. Rajiv Rao, MAKPM. Don't go individually, don't complain. Take a specialized opinion from them. Collect report, collect data, give it to them. They are doing since years, they are specialized in that. Give all the, so why you are sending a labor patient to surgeon? Why sending appendix patient to ENT surgeon? They are doing since years, they have some experience, they are having legal opinion, they are having so much data collection. Simply collect data, send them, trust them, be with them.
Thank you very much for the kind words. I think we'll stop this panel discussion for now, and we will get ahead with the concluding part of the ceremony, and that is the felicitation ceremony. Thank you for being part of this group. Thank you very much. I now invite Dr. Dilip Sarda on the dais, please. Sir. Sandeep, Dr. Keskar, could you invite Dr. Lanjewar to the dais? And we have a special invitee today, and that is Mr. Santosh Andle, who is the reporter from DNA, who has given us very, very wide coverage. Santosh. Dr. Sudha, can you please give a bouquet to Dr. Sarda? Dr. Sakshi, a bouquet for Dr. Lanjewar. Dr. Sudha, could you please welcome Santosh Andle? May I request Dr. Sandeep Yadav to please give a memento to Dr. Sarda on behalf of the association. And to give the memento to Dr. Lanjewar, it would be my privilege and honor. Dr. Mane, could you please honor Mr. Santosh Shandle with the memento? Dr. Sardar, we thank you very much for sparing valuable time to come and attend our program. You have taken care of a big deficit that the clinicians had in their legal knowledge with respect to pathology practice, and it is with our sincere and heartfelt thanks that we salute you for taking out this wonderful letter and making it very clear about this thing. Today morning, Dr. Tawri was over here and he made a very wonderful statement which said that when the association finds somebody guilty, they should remove his membership and give that proof to the Maharashtra Medical Council, and they will make sure that his license is withdrawn from there also. So I think that's a very, very poignant and very relevant statement that he has made. And I think that IMA also should take a similar stand and give us all confidence that this is the way forward. Sir, I invite you now to the dais to speak a few words and enlighten us.
Hello. Am I audible? Dr. Sandeep Yadav, Dr. Lanjewar, Santosh from DNA, and ladies and gentlemen. Very good afternoon to all of you. It was like a servant movement, and many journalists asked us why this point was not raised since last so many years. How come this point you are raising this year only? I think but the DNA started in Mumbai, and because of that we have taken that cognizance, and further we have moved the things all over Maharashtra. Wherever I am going in Maharashtra, I think ACLAP people, BSc, MSc, biochemist, PhD, doctorate, they meet me at every place. They are pressurizing like anything. Therefore, yesterday I was in Baramati, they made me all the delegates, around 20 people they made. At Vita, they made me. At Nasik, they made me. Even at Jalgaon, they made me. And they are all pressurizing. Today just I got a telephone from near Nasik, which is around 30 kilometers from Nasik, a village area where there are only 2 MBBS practitioners. Dr. Anvekar. He was asking me the question, suppose there is no any registered qualified pathologist, DCP or MD in my area, but there are 2 DMLP. So where should I send the patients? Is there any solution to IMA or Registered Pathological Association that could travel 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers? I think journalists also they asked this question. I told him, once this DMLP will stop the practice, naturally at the DCP, he will take place. And now United we should, I think, stand is very important. Another 3-4 months time is very important, very crucial for us. Unitedly, if we stand, we can definitely make it. ACLAP people in Baramati, around 20 people are there. They are totally practicing all these things. There is a one pediatrician lady, he brought these all 20 people. I told him that anyone, DCP or MD pathologist from Baramati tells me that they should be allowed to do a pathological reports, I will allow you. They have called 2-3 pathologists from Baramati and everybody has told that it should be stopped. So that is your unity. Wonderful. Congratulations. And I request you that IMA members are 36,000 in strength. If anyone, Sandeep, is not a member of IMA, it's my personal request that be a member of IMA. That is the unity of IMA. And I think in this era, the democracy is how much is the number strength is a total democracy. So we should fight this together. In CA, I think, sir, you are there. We raised this point 2-3 times also, and we have put that word. And before the CA meeting also, these people made me that include our name in Clinical Establishment Act. And totally we are denying it. We have mentioned only registered, qualified medical pathologists. And that sentence is got to get us important. So they will be totally illegal. Under CEA, all the healthcare providers are there. So naturally these people are not there. This is something, again, the victory of that. But my personal request that few of our members, there is a lot of complaint also. They are signing the reports at various labs. What we were discussing just before also, here and there, and creating the problems. I think a strict action should be taken by the Pathological Association as well as IMA. And I assure you that IMA will definitely take a strict action on those if you give me the names of those doctors who are doing signing here and there, not visiting the lab, and DLMP are running the laboratories. So that should be again united also. In Pune, BSc, MSc and PhD doctorate people, they made me. One was my teacher. He told me that I taught to biochemistry. So what is the problem? What is the harm in signing the reports? I immediately phoned Sandeep. Sandeep has sent me all the references, and which was given to them, all the references, and the chapter was closed. Journalists from Pune, they asked us about the GR, which was in 2010, and which mentions that they are allowed to give the reports to the patient. But the clarification is that they can only record the reports in the register, but they cannot independently sign the report. I think a common message should go to all. Already the common message has gone to all our members in Maharashtra, across the Maharashtra. But my request to all of you is that a brief, if you give me a brief about the short writings, exactly what steps we should take, and what is our next plan for 2 months. I think it will be very good for us also to do the follow-up so that I can send to all the secretaries, all the members also. And my request to you, sir, provide database to us. This is very important because from Taluka place they ask us how many registered pathologists are here. And how many after each population one registered qualified pathologist is needed basically. That I think you have to create a database that is needed. Because DCP, MD, how many population one is needed. And at each Taluka place, in Maharashtra there are 197 branches of IMA. If you can provide me that data, tomorrow, if somebody asks me a question, in Gadchiroli, how many pathologists are there, I should be able to reply. That is very important. At Guggus, you may not be knowing the area of Guggus, but it is there is the IMA branch. So if you provide me the data at each Taluka place, at each villages, at district places, how many registered qualified medical pathologists are there, I think you start preparing that. Have you got it? So that is the main and very common question asked by every one of us. So I think in next 1 month time, we should prepare that data. I have to say that's all, I think. And I am always with you for a good support, a good cause. Definitely we are always there. Thank you very much.
गंभीरपणे उभं राहिलं आहे. वृत्तपत्रांना मी सांगू इच्छितो की इतके वर्ष आमचं IMA कोणी ऐकलं नाही आणि आता आम्हाला पहिल्यांदा इतके प्रामाणिक आणि इतके लीडर असे नेतृत्व मिळाले की आमच्या पाठीमागे खंबीर उभं राहिले. तुमच्या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर आहे की आजपर्यंत हे काय झालं, का झालं नाही. त्यांनी प्रश्न आमचा समजून घेतले, आमच्या व्यथा समजून घेतल्या आणि त्याला त्यांनी योग्य न्याय दिलाय ते फार आभारी आहे.
Most of us, in fact all of us, know Dr. Lanjewar, world-renowned figure, my teacher, and has helped us in every way possible to take this action forward. When he was the administrator at Maharashtra Medical Council, he has provided us with references, with documents, which have become gold standards and which cannot be touched anywhere. There is no scope for any loophole, there is no scope for any misinterpretation. Those are the kinds of documents he has provided us with, which have greatly helped us in our fight today. So, I would like to request Sir to say a few words and guide us for the further course of action.
Dr. Sarda, of course, Dr. Yadav and my friend, Dilip Shiva. Today I feel very honored. Honored because this association, Maharashtra Practicing Association of Pathology, it is formed by my students. Dr. Keskar, Dr. Rajiv, they all are my and Sushi. And Dr. Solone, he is also my student, Dr. Ashish. So I am very proud here because you are now pioneers of something. And what you are doing to give society, number one, their public health issue. You have to do that. And number two, you have to be uplift as a proud pathologist. That you can do. How you can